Hey guys, hello, happy Monday. Changing things up just a little bit today. I'm not outside as you can see, and I'm actually getting started a little bit later. Jumping, family's out of town, so I was kind of changed my morning up a little bit. Something I wanted to talk to you today about, this is something that, I struggle with from time to time, and maybe you struggle with the same thing. I want to talk about taking an empowering stance. So, I'm sure there's several times, and it all comes down to mindset. And I'm sure several times, we struggle with, the way we feel at certain times of the day. Maybe something isn't going right. What kind of goes through our mind? What kind of emotions start to rise up whenever maybe we're struggling with health, we're struggling with maybe a training program, or we're struggling with, moving forward in our career or our business. So many different examples we can use here. And just going to share with you some of the stuff I've struggled with, is continuing to be able to help and reach more people. So I have my own coach. Okay, I think it's very important that we all have a coach. Just because I run my own business, I don't necessarily know everything there is to know about how to run a very successful business. I've made a lot of errors, and I've talked about before is becoming the expert that you need to become, right? Becoming that expert, or hiring the expert to help you, right? So my area of expertise, something that I'm passionate about, like you all know already, is strength, martial arts. Those are my main focuses. Those are the things that I'm really passionate about, and those are the things that I'm becoming an expert on. Some of the things that I'm not an expert at is building, even though I've built, a couple of businesses from nothing, I still don't consider myself an expert at that. And that's actually not something that I really want to become an expert in. My area of expertise, like I mentioned, is strength training, flexibility, helping people through those disciplines. That's what I strive to become an expert in. So I do need to become an expert in building a business or moving forward in my career. But if I don't become an expert in those, I need to hire an expert, right? The same for you. You already have certain things that you're struggling with. You have, you already have enough stress to deal with as far as, living your life, going to school or going to work, raising your kids. One of the last things that you need to worry about doing is designing your own training program, right? That's where experts like myself come into play. So you either become an expert in it or you need to hire an expert. So for me, I'm not trying to become an expert in every specific area of business. This is where I actually hired an expert to help me. So I have my own coach that I've hired, that they help me structure my business. They give me advice. They teach me a lot about mindset as the business owner. So one of my assignments for today, something I wanted to share with you, is one of my assignments it's called Taking an Empowering Stance. And they ask me a few questions here. And basically what I do is I sit down and I've got a few questions. They're going to ask me, they ask me how I feel about certain things, what goes through my mind, what kind of emotion is kind of coming up, and how do I respond to that. And I fill this out and then I got to turn it in. So I think this is, this is all, the questions are like business oriented, but we can totally apply this to your health, getting stronger, getting better at jiu-jitsu, things like that. So one of the questions was, quote unquote, I'm tired of struggling. I want to be successful now. So we can turn that around for nutrition. I'm tired of struggling with my weight, or I'm tired of struggling with where my strength is at. I'm tired of struggling with building my deadlift, right? I'm tired of struggling with, learning the half guard or learning whatever it may be. And then the next question is, when do you feel like this? When do you feel like you're struggling with being successful? Or when do you feel like you're struggling with building that deadlift or attaining the snatch test or, doing your first jiu-jitsu competition and succeeding? Like, when do you feel this way? And the next question, so then you'll answer, and the next question will be, what exactly is the emotion that's coming up? So I'm going to share with you one of mine. Is, it says, I'm tired of struggling. I want to be successful now. When do I feel this way? Or for me, I feel like this all the time. I feel like this every day. Like, I struggle to be successful. And for me, success is reaching more people, helping more people. The more people I can help, ultimately that's going to turn around and that's going to help me, right? So I don't know why I continue to struggle. I don't know why I continue to struggle with growth and being able to reach more people. And what's the exact emotion that kind of starts to pop up is, for me, I said, well, I think it's self-doubt. I doubt myself sometimes in my ability to get people to maybe trust, or to get people to even actually hear the opportunity, because kettlebell training and what we do is different. It's not your traditional cardio, getting on a cardio machine or doing the elliptical, or doing dumbbells and doing biceps in this day and abs. So like the type of training that we do is very unique. And so I feel sometimes like it's one of the emotions and the things that I deal with is getting people, I guess, to trust that what it is that I have to offer them actually does work, right? So it's like that's the doubt that I guess that I deal with as far as being able to reach and help more people. So those are just one of the questions. There's a couple more here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just wanted to kind of point the question to you is, when do you feel like you're tired of struggling and you want to be successful? And success for you can be success in losing weight, or getting stronger, or getting better at jiu-jitsu, or maybe building your own business, or moving up in your career. Where are you tired of struggling and being successful now? And when do you feel like that? And then the next question would be to you is, what exactly is the emotion that comes up when you feel this way? So that's all I got. I thought that was pretty cool. That's my assignment today. Kind of a boring episode today. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but I think it is important though, because a lot of us do struggle with this stuff. And like I said, this is more along the lines of what I want to share in my episodes is more of mindset, because I think that once we become to change our mindset and to take that empowering stance, we will stick to a training program. We will stick to a nutrition plan. We will stick to, whatever assignments we need to grow our business, or to move forward in our career, or to get better at jiu-jitsu, or whatever it is. We'll take that empowering stance to achieve our goals. And so it's not so much that we don't know it's not so much that we don't know what to do, even though there may be a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, we have like an idea of what we should be doing as far as health goes, right? But it's more of our mindset that kind of keeps us in the way. Maybe we've failed in the past and we start to judge future opportunities off of our past. That happens a lot too. So that's all I got for you guys today. I know it's kind of boring and not really exciting, but I think this is something that is actually very important, is taking that empowering stance and really understanding, what it is that we struggle with, what emotions that we're dealing with, and then the third question. Sorry, I missed the third question. This was all part of the same question. It was, I'm tired of struggling and I want to be successful now. And then the next question was, what exactly is the emotion that comes up? And then the third question, is how can you reframe to keep you moving forward with an empowering stance? So now that we already know why we feel a certain way when we're struggling, and then what exact emotion is it that we're dealing with, now we need to kind of change that mindset and come up with how can we refrain from thinking that stuff, and how can we move forward and actually taking the empowered stance. So those are the three questions of that one question, and I've got a whole series of questions here. So just to recap for those that may have just joined us, is the question was, I'm tired of struggling, I want to be successful now. That success can be anything: health, strength training, business, relationships, whatever it is. When do you feel this way with this question? What exact emotion is coming up? And then how can you reframe to keep you moving forward and to take the empowering stance? So that's all I got for you guys today. Tomorrow is BJJ Strength Secrets. I'll be back on my normal time. You know, I'll be going live between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Tomorrow, Tuesday, BJJ Strength Secrets. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.